Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a full face of nothing new. I like to film these. I know that you guys really like these, so I figured we'll just pull out a bunch of random things today, things I haven't used in a little while, and we'll do our makeup together. If you are new, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty and makeup content on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I hope you will stick around and subscribe. And let's just get into the makeup. So most of my brow products I feel like I use pretty frequently, but I was thinking about what I haven't used lately, and it's my Patrick Ta brow wax. This is the tinted one. Do you guys remember, you've been here for a little while, when that was like my brow wax of choice? I still really like it. I've just tried a bunch of other things since then, but I don't have many, or actually this is my only tinted brow wax, so I kind of want to use this again. So I just sprayed some MAC Fix Plus in here, and I'm gonna get some on the spoolie. I actually haven't used this since I got my hair done and went back darker. So I feel like sometimes when my hair is light, I felt like this looked kind of dark, but now I feel like it's gonna be perfect with my hair this color. For primer, I think I'm gonna skip a traditional primer, and I think I'm just gonna go in with this. So I recently opened a new bottle of this stuff, the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, and this is a good one to set your makeup and to prime with. So I'm gonna prime with this today. This one also has a really nice smell. I'm not usually big into smells in my products, but that one has just a slight scent to it. I don't really know what it is or what it smells like, but it smells really clean and nice. Okay, I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown corrector stick today in Bisque, one of my all-time favorites, although I will say you'll see it in an upcoming video. I'm not sure which one. I tried a new corrector yesterday and I really liked it. I didn't try it in a YouTube video. I tried it for Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you may know which one it is. I'm not going to tell you yet, but it's good. Okay, for my foundation, I am actually going to use concealer, and I do this a lot of times, not always in videos, but this is kind of a go-to routine that I've been doing for a long time. I will go in with concealer where I need coverage, and then on top of that, I use some of my original Bare Minerals foundation. I think I've showed this in a video in the past. I can't really remember. I think I've shown it, I don't know. But we're gonna do it again today because it's definitely been a while since I've done it. This is shade 17.5 Neutral. This is a really good concealer, by the way. If you are looking for a fuller coverage concealer that's nice and not just ridiculously expensive, this one is really good. I think it's $15 from Sephora, and I think the Sephora sale, or during the Sephora sale coming up, they're gonna have 30% off Sephora collection products, because they normally do. So that would be a really good time to try this if you have been wanting to. Okay, so we're gonna just tap this in, and I'm tapping it in the order that I want the least coverage first, and I'm leaving the areas to sit that I want the most coverage. So I don't need any coverage here. I don't need any coverage here. I do need some in the center of my face, which is where I would say majority of people need coverage. So I'm just gonna blend that in. I'm gonna blend around my nose. I really don't need a ton of coverage there, but most people, myself included, get kind of red around the side of their nose. So I'm just tapping this in. Also, I wanted to ask you what you guys want to see in terms of the Sephora sale. Let me know. Do you want a recommendations video? Do you want a wish list video? Do you want both? I was kind of thinking definitely gonna do wish list. I don't know if I'll do a recommendations video unless you tell me you really want to see that. So yeah, let me know what you think about that, because I think, let's see, today's the 16th. It starts for Rouge on the 28th of October, I believe. I'm actually gonna tap the concealer in with a sponge under my eyes. Since this is a thicker, fuller coverage concealer, I don't mind using a sponge. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of Bare Minerals. I haven't done this in a long time. I have two shades. I have Fairly Light and Medium Beige. Fairly Light is a really good match for me if I'm really, really fair. I applied a little bit of a self-tanner earlier today, so I feel like Fairly Light might be a little bit too light. So I think I'm just gonna mix a little bit of both. Honestly, I don't need much of this at all because we have very good coverage from those, or from that concealer. But I really wanted to do this because I haven't done it in a long time. So I get the two together and get them on my brush. This is the Alima Pure foundation brush. I think they actually made this for their powder foundation, but I really like it for Bare Minerals. And I apply Bare Minerals not the way they tell you to. I kind of stamp it. I find that when you buff it, like really aggressively buff it like this, for me at least, it takes away anything I have underneath, which kind of defeats the purpose. So if you want to build up coverage really with any powder foundation, try getting a larger or a smaller dense brush and just kind of tap it on. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. For bronzer, we're just gonna go in with a powder bronzer, which is not something I do that often, but I haven't used my Physicians Formula butter bronzer in a very long time. This is just the original bronzer shade, and I think the packaging looks different now, so that's how old this is. I think I'm going to use this Morphe M581 brush. It is clean, it's just stained, so don't be scared. I know it looks really scary, but this is a really good shape for bronzer. Butter bronzer doesn't fail. Does not fail. What a beautiful color the butter bronzer is. I mean, really. I feel like at one point this was like the product that you saw everywhere on social media. No matter where you looked, people were using butter bronzer, but now I feel like I never see anyone use it. But it's still one of the best drugstore bronzers ever, in my opinion. Other than the packaging, I don't love, it's too bulky, and I actually like the smell. I know a lot of people don't like the smell. Mine still smells. For my blush, I think I'm going to use my Buxom Seychelles blush. Again, another classic I haven't used in a very long time. This is one of the closest powder blushes to a liquid blush, in my opinion. Like, it kind of gives the look of a liquid or a cream blush without being a liquid or a cream, because it has this, I don't know, it's not glitter, it's not shimmer, it's just, it just gives your skin the prettiest glow. Okay, I'm gonna fill in my brows now because they're kind of annoying me. I definitely think this Patrick Ta tinted wax works better, or it looks better with my hair dark. But I don't know, something lately has really been drawing me to the brow lift from e.l.f. or the brow freeze from Anastasia. I don't know, I don't love something tinted as much as I used to. I don't know why. Okay, let's move on to the eyes. I'm gonna quickly prime with my MAC Paint Pot. I'm not sure what eyeshadow palette I want to use. I have two options out here. I haven't used either of them in a long time. I brought two palettes out, like I said. Very random, very, very different. The Dior Backstage Warm Neutrals, and then That's Taupe from ColourPop. I kind of want to use That's Taupe. I haven't used this palette in a long time, and it's very, very pretty, so I think we'll go in with this. So the first shade I'm going to go in with is Boa, which is right here. It's a very, very light, cool toned gray. And I'm gonna put this all over. I'm gonna put it on my lid, and then I'm gonna kind of fluff it up. Also, this will kind of set my Painterly paint pot down as well. Doesn't have a lot of color at all. Okay, I'm gonna spray this little Morphe brush. I don't normally do my eyeshadow in this order, so I'm a little bit scared, but I'm gonna go into the middle shade here, which is called Snake Eyes. Kind of a taupey shimmer. It's been so long since I've used my ColourPop palettes. I honestly don't remember if I even need to dampen the brush. I'll do both eyes, and then maybe I'll add a little bit more with my finger. I don't know. Oh gosh, this is a pretty color. Okay, I'm gonna take a mix of Pebble Beach and Python. So these two ones, well, I guess they're both kind of cool toned. Pebble Beach is a little bit warmer, but I'm gonna tap into both shades and add this as my crease color. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is such a good palette. I haven't owned too many ColourPop palettes, but of the ones that I have, my two all-time favorites, like hands down, are Going Coconuts and this one. That's Taupe. Going Coconuts is similar, just warmer. Then I'm gonna add this shade, which is Rock Steady, kind of a deeper taupe. And I'm gonna add this on the very, very outer corner. Okay. Then I'm gonna go back into that fluffy brush we used for the crease shade and just kind of go over the edges a little bit. Trying to decide if I want to do a wing or not. I kind of want to use the dark brown in here along my lash line maybe. Let me see. This little Morphe brush, This is an M213. It's this tiny little shader brush. And I'm gonna go into the brown, which is called Bedrock. And I'm gonna just kind of tap this along my lash line. Just the outer half though, I'm not gonna bring it all the way in. And then just kind of flick it out a little bit. I'm gonna take Pebble Beach and Python again. Just a little bit of both. And I'm gonna put this on my lower lash line. And then I wasn't gonna use this shade, but I feel like I have to use a little bit of Slated, this really pretty, I think this is a Super Shock that's in here. So pretty. And I'm just gonna pop that on the center of my lid. I'm gonna take the Persona eyeliner in black and I'm gonna apply this in the waterline. Apparently this look is coming back, black in the waterline. I never use black, I always use brown, but figured we'll do it today. And what mascara should we use? I'm gonna curl my lashes. I'm gonna use a little bit of my Essence Lash Primer. And then for mascara, let's do Lottie London again. The Superfake. This is a very black mascara. I feel like it kind of goes with this eye look. It also works really well with that primer. Before we finish up with the lips, something I really like to do when I think about it, and I just thought about it, so we're gonna do it, is I like to take my bronzer, whatever bronzer I use, particularly when I use powder bronzer, and I like to always just add a little bit of it to my eye look. So you kind of get that cohesive kind of look, especially with this because this eye look is pretty cool toned and the bronzer is more warm, so this kind of marries the two together. Okay, for lips, I'm thinking maybe a MAC lip combo, so I think I'm gonna go in with Stripdown first. And then I pulled out two lipsticks, also from MAC. One is Blankety, which looks like this. Let me swatch them maybe so I can see. Blankety is really pretty. And then one of my favorite lipsticks ever is Modesty from MAC. It's kind of similar. So this is Modesty and this is Blankety. Kind of feel like Blankety maybe. Haven't used this in a long time. Maybe I'll add a little bit of Modesty. Modesty kind of brought it together. Okay. And then I do want to set my face one more time with the Charlotte spray. All right, you guys, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video. These are so much fun. I have to say, the most surprising thing in this whole video to me is this. I totally forgot how pretty this was. I mean, I knew it's pretty, but I haven't used it on my eyes in a long time, and I really, really like it. If you don't have a cooler toned palette, and you like this color story, this is a really good one from ColourPop. But thank you so much for watching. I will list and link everything below for you as always. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up, and if you aren't already, go follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1, and I will see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.